Luke, extending your stay here at the Dons, how pleased are you to get all that sorted?
Yeah, it's good to finally get it over the line. Me and Carl have been in talks for a while now about it, so yeah, it's finally glad to get it done and dusted.
Why Dons then for the next stage of your career?
Well, I've been here the last 2 years and I've really enjoyed it. Good group of lads, good backroom staff and everybody else like that. And like Carl, he treats us like his family, so he's very well treated, and I like that sort of stuff.
And it feels like the club's progressing each year, would you say?
Yeah, it's like I say, the first year I signed was first year in the Championship, and each year we've progressed from that. So hopefully to do again next year and build on that.
Some big plans that Carl's got, hopefully reaching that top flight.
Yeah, definitely. We just missed out on it this year. A few games that were lost by a couple of points or a try, and games that we probably should have won. So we should have been up there this year, but that's just luck at draw of the game. So hopefully next year we are up there in the top six, top four at the least.
I want to say, how do you look back on this year for the club as a whole?
Like I say, I think we've had a good year. The squad that we've had, and I know every club's had it, but the injuries, and we don't have a big squad to back that up. But to say what we have been through, it's we probably should have been a bit higher. But like I say, the few games that we've missed out on, so that's just put us where we've been.
What do you think is needed just to get to that next level?
It's hard to pinpoint, really. We had a good group of lads last year. Some have obviously left or retired and stuff like that. And there'll be new personnel to come in and hopefully fill them spots and probably try and lift us even more. But it's just, the consistency that we need each week, not being up there one week, dropped off next week. That's all we need to get a good consistency of games and being on the winning side of it.
You think the building blocks have kind of been put in place over these last couple of years in Championship to do that?
Yeah, you can tell that obviously from when we first got promoted. We brought in players, myself, and each year we've added to that. So I don't know who's signed for next year, but hopefully, knowing Carl, I know he'll add some to us. So like I say, hopefully next year we'll build again and be up there at top of the league. What
do you make out of the Championship itself shaping out? I know obviously there'll be a lot of differences next year with the restructure and things like that, but when you look across the division and teams that you're going to be competing with?
I've never really, I haven't looked at it like that. You're going to have teams that have come up from like League One and stuff like that. Just hopefully that a lot of teams can prepare as well as the top teams and not have it as a league where there's a bottom and a top. There's a good consistency throughout.
What about you? How are you feeling, and how do you kind of reflect on the last 12 months or so?
I'm fairly good. I feel like a decent year last year. Only missing 4 or 5 games, so I had a good run at it last year. So I want to back that up this year and better myself and go again. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you what's kind of a successful year for you personally next year?
Just doing what I can do my best for the team. That's all I can give my 100% every week. And then hopefully the rest of the team do the same. And like I say, we'll be up there fighting for them top spots.
Looking forward to getting back in.
I'll enjoy my next couple of weeks off. That's what off season's for. You look forward to it all year round, and it's just nice to have a little bit of a break and a bit of downtime away from the game. But yeah, give it a couple of weeks and we'll be ready and ready to go in pre-season again.